All right, my bad. I got cut off, but yeah, like I was saying before, I just have a hard time, more difficult time getting along with dudes. It's always been like that since I was a kid. I just find that, dudes, their nature, because I do work, and do construction, and I find that, like dudes always in competition. They always want to be the dominant one. They always want to be the team player instead of the team leader. No, they want to be the team leader instead of the team player. And sometimes it gets on my nerves. Then we got this one guy. He tries to be the dominant one. He's always in competition with me. He's always like bullying me, and it's just like, they always got to feel like they got to do better. Um, and then I have one coworker, I was working on a painting project, and I was working on a building project, because they only allow me to build one thing on my own because I'm just a laborer. And instead of him just encouraging me, he's saying, "Oh, this is on your head. This is on your head," putting pressure on me. And inside, I don't come across as a sensitive nigga if you were to see me. And I think that's the problem when, I work with niggas or dudes. Um, they be like, okay, he's one of us. He's not one of them, but there's just something off about him. And it's just that with this other nigga, I don't want to say his name, but I'll call him, um, let's see, Francisco or Paco. I think Paco is short for Francisco. So, Paco, just seems to always like be in competition to people like me, or whether it's females or just coworkers or whatever like me. It just seems like it just makes him mad. And when I fail at something, it just seems like he gets pleasure out of that. And that's just the thing. And you see in the gym, it's almost like the same behavior. Oh, and Francisco or Paco, I'll just call him Paco, is such a gym rat, and it's just annoying. He just possesses those toxic behaviors, like who can lift the most, who guys to be walking around like you know they're all that. And it's just that maybe for a guy I'm overly sensitive, and that's why when I trained I used to train at home, but in the video why I'm not training. So just go back to I give up on life video if you want to know why I stopped training. um so yeah, so I can't deal with all that, and it's just so annoying. And I remember I was holding something. It's not funny, but it's just things like this. I was holding something. I know, like I said, I'm a little really sensitive for a guy. I was holding, excuse me, I was holding or helping my supervisor hold something, right? It was this structure. And I think Paco asked us, "Do we have it?" And I said, "Yeah, we got it." And then my supervisor obnoxiously says, "Oh, I'm doing all the lifting. He's just holding." Okay, so fine. I should have let it go on his, then I would have gotten fired and all this other stuff. It's just little things like that that bother me. And I come from a family who's really doesn't understand anxiety and depression. And then when I talk about it, it's like World War III, or they get angry about it. And or maybe they get angry about it because they can't understand it and they just want me to be happy. Maybe it's just their way of saying, we won't, you could do better than this. Maybe that's just their way of saying it. So so I can't really talk to them about it and everything. And right now I don't know how long I'm gonna have this job for. It's a temporary job. It's just to hold me until I start my seasonal construction job. I do this every year. Well, not like the same jobs, but except maybe when I'm a parking attendant. But Like this agency, they give me jobs in between, and I don't know how long this is gonna last, but I'm working at a food factory, and it's just rush, 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 fast, 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 move it, move it, move it, no slowing down, and it's just I never worked like that, and it's been giving me anxiety and whatnot. So yeah, so that's the reason why, like I said, like my cousin who's spiritual was saying, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but she was saying that maybe I can't find the happiness that I'm looking for on this planet or within this world. And I think if you take that in the spiritual sense, she's just saying like maybe this system that they have, we go up, you work, you pay your bills, you pay your rent, or you live the white picket fence. She said maybe that's not your way of living. Maybe your way of living is some more higher spiritual, but it's like I said before, since I've given up on life, I just don't know it. And I think I meet with my therapist Friday. I wanted to meet with him today. I guess, well, now today is Thursday, but I want to meet with him today, but I have to wait till tomorrow, which is Friday, to meet with this nigga. And, gave me homework on what I want to do in life. And, I did it, but now I'm writing in my journal that I've just given up on life and whatnot. And so I don't know what he's going to say about this. I'm not even ready to go back to work even next week, yo. I'm just like so out of it, and it's just I don't know. That's why I'm thinking about going to a mental hospital and everything and whatnot, and I don't know. That's maybe why I think maybe, like I said before, maybe in a mental hospital I might, you know, not have certain freedoms, but at least I don't even think I have freedoms out here. But I just feel that, maybe it could be a time for me if I do go in and, they do admit me. Maybe it's a good time for me to reflect on things, maybe spiritual, maybe, mental, whatnot, because, like I said, the outside world isn't going to do it, and everything. So I think that's it, yo. A nigga's out. I'm about to call the mental help line, the helpline, and everything. All right, one.